Hi children, good morning. Welcome back to our session. Had your tiffin? Yes. So, let me start our class. Yes. In the yesterday's class, we are talking about the force, that is contact force, non-contact force. Under that, we have seen many examples and definitions. Today, let me start with our pressure. What is our topic, children? It's the pressure. So, where will we use this pressure, children? Some children will be misunderstanding that force and pressure will be the same. Is it? Let me see. In your previous class, you have learnt about the winds during a storm or a cyclone can blow away even the roofs of the tops. Is it? Yes. So, we also learned that the winds and cyclones are caused by the differences in the air of the pressure. So, due to the air pressure, we are going to get the winds and cyclones also. Now, is there any relationship between the force and the pressure, children? Let me know about this by taking a simple example. Have you seen a nail? Not our nails, which we are going to hang something for the walls. We are going to beat the nail. Yes, take a nail. I want to keep that nail into a wooden plank. How can I keep that nail to the wooden plank very easily, children? Let me see. So, here it is my wooden plank. I have taken the wooden plank. I am going to take the two nails. So, my nail, yeah, we have seen the nail, the top will be like this and the edge will be very sharp one. This one I want to introduce to the wooden plank. Another nail, I am going to keep it the head down and this sharp edge will be like this. Now which nail it is very easy for you to introduce into this wooden plank? So, which one you are thinking, children? Either this is the first one and this is the second one. Which one? Yeah, first one. Take the hammer and beat it on this head. So, easily this tail part, the sharp part, easily it will be got to the wood. Then what about this? Why? What will happen if you beat here? Yes, that edge is very sharp. And also, we have to talk about the area. The first nail of its area is very big comparing to its edge. So, when we are going to take the area, it's large. So, easily we can beat with the hammer. Then it will go inside of that wooden plank. So, here what we are applying, children? Yes, we are applying the pressure. We are applying the pressure. Let me go for the definition of pressure. What do you mean by the pressure? The force acting. So, the force acting on a unit area where we are applying this force. The force acting on a unit area of a surface. So, we are taking some of the surface. Here, surface, we have taken it as the wooden plank. So, it's called as pressure. Once again, the force acting on a unit area. So, what do you mean by the pressure? The force acting on a unit area of a surface. Is called pressure. So, what do you mean by pressure, children? The force acting on a unit area of a surface is called pressure. So, pressure is equals to force by area. What do you mean by pressure? Force. Pressure is equals to force by area. So for this we want the units, children. Let me find the units for this. What we have taken for the pressure? Pressure is equals to force by area. We know that the units of the force is Newton. So what is the units? It's the Newton. So while writing the Newton, we have to be careful, children, that Newton is a famous scientist. If you are talking about the person name, we have to write it as the capital letters. It denotes the person name. While we are talking the units, we have to write the starting letter will be the small letter. But while taking only the symbolic representation, here the units we have to take in the capital letter N. Understood? Yes. Now, what are the units for the force? Newton. Then, what are the units for area? Meter square. The units for the area is meter square. So, now we got the SI unit for the pressure. SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. This Newton per meter square is also known as Pascal. What is that? Is also known as the Pascal because this pressure was explained by our scientist name called as the Pascal. So for this he kept his name as the unit. So for the pressure we can say it as force by area and the units are Newton per meter square. Pressure is nothing but force by area and the units are Newton per meter square. Or this Newton per meter square is also, we call it as the Pascal. Okay, children? Yes. Let me take another example for the pressure. So, have you seen heavy loads carrying by the person in the railway stations or the bus stand? Yes. So, how much heavily they used to carry that one? Yes. So, the area, it should be the flat. On the head, they used to keep some towel. Yeah. So, if the area is very big, they can carry heavy loads also. It's one of the examples. And if you want to cut the vegetables or the fruits by using of the knife, have you observed the knife? Which side do you like to cut? Whether it's the blunt or a sharpened side? Yes, we will use only the sharpened side. If you cut with the blunt side, we can't cut the vegetables. That means for that we used to use more force. Is it? So, which the knife, it is the sharpened side, then easily we can cut the vegetables. These are the examples for our pressure. Next our topic is pressure exerted by liquids and gases. Pressure exerted by liquids and gases. Yes. Here let me see for this one simple activity. For this activity I have taken the one plastic water bottle. For this water bottle here I have given a small connect through the pipe and at last I have given one balloon. This balloon we have to tie it very tightly because the leakage of water we have to observe it. So what is this activity? How we can prove that the pressure will be exerted towards the liquids and gases? Let me see. So if you pour the water to this water bottle, what will happen, children? Yeah, we have to pour the half of the water in the water bottle. Yes, through this water, here the connect what we have given, it is going to pass towards to that balloon. So, it will be passed. How it is going to pass? The pressure on this walls of that water bottle is going to push towards to this of the balloon. for this, take a plastic water bottle. Yes, we have taken. Fix the cylindrical glass tube here, its water. So this is called as a cylindrical glass tube. Then cover the mouth of the glass tube with a thin rubber sheet. Instead of that, we have taken the balloon. Fill the bottle up to half with water. Yes, the water is filled. The bottle is filled by half of the water. Then what will happen here? The liquid exert pressure on the walls of the container. So here it is going to exert the pressure. How? On the walls. So this edges, the bottle which it is having, that it denotes the walls of the container. When you inflate the balloon, air exert pressures on the inner walls. So just if you do like this, because inside that balloon the water is filled. If you inflate that one, what will happen? Here we can see the increase of the water in the water bottle. So by this we can say that gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. And for this we can take the another example also, children. Take the water bottle, plastic water bottle. Yes, we have taken. So in this water bottle we have to fill the water. Half of the bottle will be filled by the water. Yes, we have filled the water. Then what will happen here? The upper layer, the pressure will be somewhat less. So here one layer, the water layer is only this one. So here the down, the total layers of the water will be present. So if you compare to the upper layer, the down layer pressure will be somewhat more than that next layer, pressure will be more. Then how can we denote? That means how can we know this, whether the pressure is more in this? So for this, let me make the holes for this water. So I'll make a hole. What will happen? Through the hole, the water is going on. Next, for this, make the another hole. Yes, here itself. For the next, I am going to make it another hole. See, you have to observe the water, how it is going. See the first one, just it is coming very slow. And if you are going to the next one, next, see the water level how it is due to the pressure, it is going towards to the first one. And if I make the another hole, we can observe the water level. That means here the water which it is pushing, that means due to the pressure the water is coming outside. So by this we can take the examples that pressure exerted by the liquids and gases. Now let me learn about the atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. What do you mean by atmosphere, children? Our earth is surrounded by a layer of air. It is called atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Our earth is surrounded. Our earth is surrounded by a layer of air. By a layer of air. It is called atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Our earth is surrounded by a layer of air. It is called atmosphere. What is atmospheric pressure? The atmospheric air extends up to many kilometers above the surface of the earth. So, up to some of the level our atmosphere will be present. The pressure exerted by this area is known as atmospheric pressure. What do you mean by the atmospheric pressure, children? The atmospheric air extends up to many kilometers above the surface of the earth. That means from our earth, if you are moving upwards, it is extend to some of the kilometers. The pressure up to that. The pressure exacted by this air, where the pressure will be exacted up to this air is known as the atmospheric pressure.
Pressure. Pressure is the force acting on unit area of a surface. Pressure is equal to force by area. If the area is smaller, the pressure is more on the surface for the same force. Example, it is easier to push a nail into a wooden plank by its pointed end than its head because the pressure is more. It is easier to cut vegetables with the sharp knife than a blunt knife because the pressure is more. Shoulder bags have broad and not thin straps to reduce pressure. Pressure extracted by liquids, gases. Liquids exert pressure on the walls of the container. Liquids exert pressure on the bottom of a container. It depends upon the height of the liquid column. Liquids exert sideways pressure. Liquid exert equal pressure at the same height. Pressure exerted by gases. So here we can see the tube which we are going to fill the gas. Balloon is there, and here this is one of the tube which we are going to use in the swimming pool, and already a man, he is trying to sit on that tube. So these are the examples for the gases exert pressure on the walls of a container. Next, let me go for atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is the pressure of all air around us. Atmospheric pressure is due to the weight of air. The weight of air, column of the height of the atmosphere, and area 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter is as large as 1000 kg. So we can observe here.
So we have learned about the pressure in this session. So by this we have completed our chapter of the force and pressure. What we have learned in this chapter, children? What do you mean by the force? What are the units of the force? And contact force, non-contact force, under that friction, gravitational force, mechanical force, magnetic force, muscular force, is it? And what do you mean by the pressure? Then atmospheric pressure. These and all we have learned in this chapter. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you, children.